Hello. Happy Friday. We are not over yet. Although soon. We'll give it just a couple seconds really, not minutes. Oh, goodness. Let's see if we get anyone on. A couple seconds. So delayed. Okay. My phone is not wanting to work and share for me. How has everyone been? Seriously, we are 18 days into 2022, and I am curious, how have you been? So, it has been nuts, like seriously, but I really started this year with the intent that we were going to literally overcome all the obstacles. Anything negative from 2021 was not allowed to come into 2022. And few of those things are like fear, anxiety, depression, all of the things that I have truly let wreak havoc in my life. We're relieving it in 2021. So I have been force loading myself with caffeine to keep up with the amount of crazy that has been thrown on. I have been force feeding with as many videos and positive motivation, you name it, we're listening to it because we are starting this year right. So I said in my post, two emotions that will wreck you, and that is fear and anger. I have probably struggled with both, and I still do sometimes. And I actually shared something a few days ago about fear and the breakout of like what fear is. So it was like something, face everything. Face everything, like false expectations appearing real. Like there's so many different things, face everything and run. I don't even know. I had them actually wrote down and now they slipped my mind because it is 11 o'clock and I've been up going and doing way too many things, but it's all right. So anyways, two of the things really, really, really that will wreak havoc is fear and anger. Okay. You really have to start your day like with being grateful. Like I feel like since I've started doing that, and a wise friend suggested that I get up every day and write 3 things that I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for. And truly, since I've started doing that, that's made a big thing. But you cannot have fear. You cannot be fearful and grateful at the same time. You can't be angry and grateful at the same time. So we really want to make our gratefulness overcome, because life is gonna continue to have letdowns. We are gonna continue to have hurdles and have all of the things that is in everyday life, but we have to be well, that didn't stay up very long. I came out in the car because everyone was sleeping, guys, and I didn't want to wake them up. But anyways, fear. In 2022, I want to encourage you to push the fear aside. If it is fear that is holding you back from doing something, like fear of failure, I feel like is one of the biggest things, and maybe even for me on some levels. But failing is okay. It's not a failure. Like, you don't have to quit, but you have to fail sometimes to learn. So don't be fearful of failing. One of the videos I was listening to earlier, it was like fail early, fail often, and fail forward. Okay. So you're learning these lessons, and AKA I'm learning these lessons. I spent last year really just diving in, digging into my psyche, seeing, digging into my faith, digging into what makes me happy. And we are like full throttle in that this year. Sometimes it's okay to like literally take a step back, regroup, and realign. It doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean maybe it means you made bad choices. For me personally, I don't think I made bad choices. I feel like I made choices that I thought that I needed, but they were also lessons that I needed to learn. Because if I hadn't done what I did, or if I hadn't, moved or done these things, then I would have still been living with that what if. And that what if can tear you up too. So it's okay if that lesson didn't work out right. It's okay that it failed. You learn something, you pick up, and you go on. So, anyways, we are just going to force field all of the good things into your mind. All right. So you can, stress can wreak havoc in your body. I say that, and I struggle dealing with stress sometimes. And I have to say, for me personally, with my faith, that's something that's actually helped tremendously with the stress. But there's still some days that it creeps up because it's life and it's going to happen. But stress can literally deteriorate your body. There are studies shown that stress and under heavy stress, especially for long periods of time, can literally wreak havoc and cause diseases and cancers and cause all kinds of things in the body. And the crazy thing about that means that negative thoughts can kill all kinds of things. So same thing with placebo effects. You can not only speak death into your day, you can speak life into it. So placebo just means they gave you something, you thought it worked, it did good things, but it's because you believed you wanted it to work, okay? No medicine there, but you believe that you wanted it to work. So you spoke life, you spoke Valium, you spoke energy and positive into your situation. There is so much crazy and so much chaos in the world today. I know it's hard to look for the good, but it kind of starts back with being grateful and seeing those silver linings and focus on those things. I think I kind of went on a tangent and not even fully what I was necessarily intending. So if you didn't catch this, please catch the replay. Go back and let me know what you think. What are 2 emotions that maybe you have problems with? Do you agree with me or do you not? This is totally up for discussion. I feel like a lot of people struggle with fear holding them back, and a lot of people struggle with anger. I held on to some anger for a really long time, and anger in terms of holding grudges and just letting what someone did to you, you know what I mean? Kind of just wreck you. And I remember I told someone recently, I was like, my forgiveness has nothing to do with you and everything to do with me. I have literally carried on things for years. And it's not a regular occurrence, but the person, the situation, it hurt me deep. Okay. 5 years I went without talking to this person. And again, while I was being wrecked, they were going on with their life. My anger, my grudges, my things that I was dealing with and allowing to wreck me had nothing, literally didn't even impact them. So I had to forgive. And that was probably the hardest thing that I've done. But when I did open my heart back up, I was thankful that I did. And, we're still kind of building and all of that, but again, it's okay. We learn lessons, we learn our stances, and even if somebody does hurt you, it doesn't mean, when you forgive, it doesn't mean you have to forget. It just means that you have to let it quit breaking you. So, I'm going to end this Tip Tuesday because we only got 45 minutes left of the day, but maybe it will be the perfect start to your Wednesday. It can be an encouragement for some Wednesday wisdom and things that maybe we need to do a self-inventory of. But Tip Tuesday, 2 emotions that we want to get rid of in 2022 is fear and anger, okay? Neither of which can't be angry and grateful. We can't be fearful and grateful. So Gratefulness is what we are focusing on. And my lights went out, so it's time to go. Again, let me know if you were able to watch. Give me a hashtag replay, because that's what the cool kids do. And feel free to share. Have a good night.